Hello and welcome, this is Eagle-Eye621, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a zero-tick farm without using any slime balls or nether quartz. That includes anything you would need to craft with those. That means no sticky pistons, no slime blocks, no comparators, and no observers. And what you see over here is the current version of the shaky sand that you saw does work in the current snapshots. Now to make this one work, we do make use of these sticky pistons in order to push the observers into the correct place, because placing observers down facing each other makes a 1 redstone tick clock, but by moving them into each other you make a 1 game tick clock, which you need. But obviously we can't do that because using an observer would be using quartz and using a sticky piston would be using slime. We're making a zero tick farm without using it. Now the old shaky sand version doesn't work anymore, so let me show you how to make a zero tick clock and a zero tick farm without using any of those materials. You use the materials you see in this chest. Now, these materials up here are what will make up the actual farm itself, and then these materials at the bottom are if you're going to be using this for sugarcane or bamboo, you will need to be able to make a piston push, again without using any observers because we're not using any nether quartz. So let's get started, and we're going to start by coming a couple of blocks off the ground and making a double chest. We're then going to surround this a little bit with some solid blocks. Now some of this will look familiar, but we're about to make a change right here. We're going to come out 2 like this, and then we're going to break this block so that we can put a piston in there. We're going to put a piston next to it and in front of it, and then we're going to come around and put a piston on the other side like that. We also, while we're here, can just add another block, make that a solid block, and then we're going to put a piston on this side as well. Now we can come up a little bit more just so that we can get a placeholder block right there, and we can start by putting our boats down right in the center of the center and the center of the center again, and then break these so that they land on each other. Now you can use fewer of these pistons if you want to take it a little bit slower, or if you have the extra, just use them. Then I'm going to use this redstone block to push all 3 of these over, like that. And then we can break that, break all of these things, and this thing, and this right here. Now we're going to want to surround this boat with an outline of some additional blocks, and then we can come out 1 more like this. And over here we're going to take our redstone repeaters and we're going to put them in opposite directions in this center, and we're going to leave those on the original 1 tick. And then we're going to take the redstone dust and we're going to come around like this, and we're going to put a redstone block on this side. Now whichever side you pushed in, you want the redstone block to be on that direct line. If you use it on the other line, on occasion this piston will activate first and push your boat through, and you'll have to start over. And then we can create a 1 game tick pulse by putting a redstone torch on top of this redstone block like so. And you can see that we now do have the shaky sand, and we can put our cactus on that, and we have a zero tick farm that did not use any slime or nether quartz. Now if we want to turn this into a piston, because we want to be able to harvest something that's not the cactus, just going to break this. We can leave that there. I'm going to move this block back 1 and put the piston right there. And in order to connect the signal, the first way I was showing was by coming up 1 like this, and then we're going to put a placeholder block here in order to put a half slab. Make sure this is a top half slab next to it. Break this block, and this top half slab will let the redstone pulse come up and through. And now we have a clock right here. This is a 1 game tick piston, depending on the speed of the harvest that you're looking for. If you would like something a little bit slower, Then I'm going to show you the other way we can make a clock, and it's by doing something very similar to what we did down here. We just need to come back and make a 3x3, or 3x2, excuse me. We're going to have our repeaters facing in opposite directions again. We're going to put the redstone dust to finish this off, and we're going to put these both onto 2 ticks each to make a 2 redstone clock, which is what I use in the bamboo and the sugarcane as a good speed for that harvester. Put that redstone block right there, and again we make our 1 tick pulse, and that will activate this entire system, and we now have a 2 redstone tick harvesting mechanism and a 1 game tick here, which is what's making this work. And then you can plant the other crops as I showed you in the last video, and I'll have another link in the iCards above so you can see what I mean there. If you found this video helpful, I would appreciate a like, and for more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for stopping by.